isn't it? I can see it clearly in your eyes. It's not just a passing pain, it's something deeper, more cruel. Your eyes speak a language that only those who have gone through the same hell can understand. They are the eyes of someone who was robbed of peace, who thought it would never be taken away. It is as if someone reached into your chest and brutally ripped out your heart, not all at once, but one piece after another, leaving you there wondering how you will live with this emptiness. People are good at that kind of hurt, you know. They are so good that you won't realize it until it's too late. They make you believe that they are here for you, that they are the escape, that they are the safety. They create an illusion of reassurance around you, whispering in your ear that with them you will never suffer. But what they don't tell you is that they are the knife you will be stabbed with. They are the ones who break you, the ones who leave you floundering in the dark as you try to understand what happened. Remember the first moment. Remember how safe you felt with them. How did you think they were different? How were you willing to put it all on the line for them? You thought they felt the same way about you, that they saw in you the person who would always be in their lives. But they didn't see that. They saw something else in you, something they could exploit, something they could manipulate, and then throw away when your turn was over. They are smart, not as stupid as you think. They know how to enter your life quietly, how to make you trust them, how to convince you that they are the last resort in your turbulent world. Every word they say, every action they take, is carefully designed to attract you more towards them. But once they are in their grip, they begin to reveal their ugly truth. Words that were full of kindness begin to turn into poisoned arrows. Actions that used to carry interest begin to turn into tools with which to destroy yourself. They hurt you, not because you are weak, but because they see your strength and they want to destroy it. They see in you something they cannot be, something that arouses jealousy and fear in them. They know you are more honest, more loving, more human. This is something that frightens them because, deep down, they know that they are ugly, empty, and without true essence. So they try to take away everything that makes you special, everything that makes you you. But they won't hurt you again. Not because they don't change. People like them don't change because they don't see anything wrong with themselves. They live their lives believing that they are the victims, that they are always right, and that the world owes them something. But you won't let them. I've learned my lesson. You now know that the ropes they tied you with were illusions, and that the hand that you thought was reaching out to help you was the same one that pushed you towards the abyss. Get up. Don't allow them to be the end. Don't let your wounds become the chains that keep you from moving forward. I know that the pain is deep, that it eats away at you every day, that it creeps into your thoughts and makes sleep impossible. I know that memories haunt you, and that sometimes you feel like you are drowning in a sea of darkness. But believe me, this is not your place. You don't belong in this darkness. You are stronger than that. Now, as you stand in the ruins of what they did to you, you have a choice. Either you stay there, rebuilding yourself piece by piece, or you allow them to win. And you know, deep down, that you won't let them. Because you know your worth now. Because you know that they were just passing through your life, just a page in your book, and not the whole story. They will continue to search for new victims. They will continue to leave their ugly marks in the lives of others. But you won't be a part of that anymore, because you're done, because you chose to be free. And the moment you decide to move on, you will realize that they were nothing more than a mirage. And you will realize that you never needed them. And one day they will return, perhaps with a tone of remorse, perhaps with an attempt to regain what they lost. But then it will be too late, because you will have found yourself and you have found the path worth walking on, and the road where there is no room for those who tried to break your spirit. But wait, let me tell you something very brutal that might change everything you've been thinking about. Do you think they'll ever regret it? Do you expect that they will wake up one morning to encounter your ghost in their memory? Unfortunately, I want you to know the truth. People who consciously hurt, who coldly destroy others, rarely feel any remorse. They live in their own twisted world where they are always the victims, and you are just a passing stop, a page that can be torn out without thinking. You would be surprised to know that a large part of this pain they are experiencing, this anger, this breakdown, may not even be in their minds. Yes, they forget easily. They turn the page as if you were never part of their story. They live their lives as if you were nothing but bitter dust on a stormy day. And now, you're standing here, healing from the wounds they caused, while they are busy chasing new victims, with their new toys, with their repeated scenarios. The longer you spend trying to understand them or anticipating the moment they admit they're wrong, the more energy you need to heal is drained. The truth is, they're not thinking about you now, and they probably never will. Do you know what is cruel in this life? It is that you may be burning inside because of their actions, while they wander through this world carelessly, without the slightest sense of loss. But here's the lesson you need to internalize. Their remorse, their apology, any kind of repentance from them, is not necessary for your healing. You don't need them to give you salvation. Salvation is something you give to yourself, with your own hands, without waiting for any word or gesture from them. Now let me be more clear. There may or may not come a day when they find themselves in the same place you were. They will experience the pain of betrayal and collapse, but you won't be there to see it. This won't matter anymore, because in that moment you will have risen above them, above everything they tried to do to you. You will have left their ugly world and started building a new life full of what you deserve. But here comes the cruelest part. Don't waste your life waiting for justice. In this world, justice is not always immediate, and it is not always visible. But the only thing you can trust is that every action carries a consequence, and every wound leaves a mark. Not only on you, but on them as well, even if it does not appear on the surface. So don't stand on the ruins. Don't waste your time drawing up scenarios about their regret or downfall. Focus on something more important, your freedom. Focus on filling the void they left inside you with something greater and deeper. Loving yourself more than you loved them, and believing that you deserve all the good that they did not give you. And in the end, when you get over all this pain, when you become a stronger and braver person, you will look back not with sadness, but with a cold smile. The smile will not be one that indicates satisfaction with revenge, but one that says, I am here despite everything, and I am better now. This is my victory.